It wasn't until the young man used the legendary medical technique that everyone realized the veterinarian they had always looked down on was actually the heir of the medicine sage. But the young man himself had no idea that his teacher was the renowned medicine sage. A year earlier, he had sought out the sage to become his apprentice, only to find a drunken old man. The old man told him that he is just a veterinarian and gave him a book, telling him to learn the techniques written in it. Then he will take him to meet the sage of medicine. Through sheer effort, the young man mastered all the medical texts. He returned to the old man and asked to be taught more. To scare him off, the old man told him to heal a dying dog. Surprisingly, the young man casually pinched the dog a few times and it sprang back to life. Stunned by his talent, the old man told him to open a vet clinic at the foot of the mountain. If he could heal 1,000 animals in a year, the old man would introduce him to the sage. After a while, he had healed 997 animals, and there were only 3 remaining. One day, members of a prestigious family brought their elder to the clinic. The old man was critically ill, but when they arrived, the clinic was closed. Then, old man's granddaughter spotted a homing pigeon bred by the medicine sage nearby. They followed the pigeon's path and arrived at the vet clinic. By then, the elder had stopped breathing. Desperate, they still decided to take a chance. They met the young man inside, and he told them that there is no sage of medicine here, but still decided to take a look at the patient. What they didn't expect was that the young man's method looked more like animal treatment. His assistant warned he had no medical equipment and was unqualified, but the young man insisted he could save the old man. The son of the patient promised that if the young man succeeded, his entire family would support him, and even offered his daughter in marriage. But the young man wasn't tempted, he only wanted to help. When he was about to apply acupuncture, he paused. He had only ever treated animals. On a whim, he decided to use a yellow dog as anatomical reference. After aligning the acupoints, he delivered the needle with precision, accompanied by a dragon-like sound. The patient's granddaughter was furious. He was treating her grandfather like livestock, and ordered the bodyguards to seize him. But just then, the old man miraculously came back to life. The young man explained that although he wasn't a licensed doctor, he had the same dedication to saving lives. Not only had the old man revived, he even seemed younger. Witnessing this miracle, they concluded he must be the medicine sage's heir. The young man began to suspect the true identity of his drunken mentor but dismissed the idea. Out of gratitude, the old man offered him 70% of their company's shares. The young man declined, asking only for more sick animals to treat. The granddaughter then recalled that the heiress of the wealthy Smith family was gravely ill, and her pet dog also had health issues. Using the dog as an excuse, she invited the young man to treat the girl. When they arrived, famous physician Oliver was already treating the Smith heiress. But as soon as he applied acupuncture, the unconscious girl coughed up blood, worsening her condition. The granddaughter told the head of the Smith household that the young man can save her daughter, but her father was not keen on trusting a vet with his daughter's life. He asked Oliver to continue treatment, but the second needle left the girl completely unresponsive. She had fainted. The young man examined the girl's hair and skin and declared she could still be saved. He said that if he pinched the philtrum with his finger, not only would she wake up, she would fully recover. The quack doctor scoffed, saying if the young man succeeded, he'd make him his master. Then, the young man made a move that stunned everyone. He used the legendary medical technique, leaving everyone speechless.